We're starting lesson 2 of chapter 2, which is graphing on a coordinate plane. We'll be doing three things: finding the coordinates and quadrants of points on a plane, graphing points on a coordinate plane, and then finding horizontal and vertical distances. So that we're on the same page, the coordinate plane is formed by two number lines, the x-axis and the y-axis. So we see this x number line. It counts 1, 2, 3, 4 going left and right, and then -1, -2, -3. And then the y-axis goes up and down. So it counts 1, 2, 3, 4 going up, -1, 2, 3, 4 going down. There are four quadrants. It kind of makes a C if you do it this way. This is the best way to remember it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1 is at the top right, left is 2, bottom left is 3, bottom right is 4. So for these problems, we need to give the coordinates and the quadrant of each point. So we're asked to do M here. So if we're going to remember, if we do an ordered pair is always x then y. So we need to do x first in this part and then y second. So M, let's find the x. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's on the x of 4. And then on the y, it would be up 2. 1, 2. So that ordered pair would be 4 for x, 2 for y. And then the quadrant, remember the quadrant started at 1 because we made that C. So starts at the 1. So the quadrant would be 1. And now. So on the x-axis, we're going left here. We're going negative. So we go -1, -2, -3 on the x. Then we're down 3, so that's also going to be -3 for y. So -3 for x, -3 for y. Quadrant would be 1, 2, 3 then. So quadrant 3. Here we have P. This letter is an interesting one. We have -1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for x, but it's on the 0 for y. See, that's on the origin. So it's not up or down at all. So you would say -5 for x and 0 for y. Is it in a quadrant? It's not actually. It has to be above 0 or below 0 to be in a quadrant. So you would say no quadrant on this one. Here we actually have to go backwards here. We have to graph each point on the coordinate plane. So we have A, which is 2.5 and then 5. So we do 2.5 for x and 5 for y. Both positive, so we go 2.5 right here. And then we're going to go up 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And here's our spot for A. For B, that'll be 0 and then 4.5. So 0 for x is right in the middle here because it's not negative, not positive. And then we need to go up 4.5. So we go up to 4, and then right between 4 and 5 would be our spot for that. The next letter is C, which is -1 and 1/2, and then 2.7. We're getting a little more precise here. So we go -1.5 for x, then +1, 2.7, a little bit above half here. Right here is where I'm going to go for spot C. Here we have another precise one, 2.3, +2.3, and then -3. So I'd go over 1, 2, just a little bit over 2, not quite 2.5. And then we're going to go down 1, 2, 3. So this is where I'm going to put the spot for D. Now we need to find distance between each pairs of points, and it's finding horizontal and vertical distances. And that means it's all on the same x number, or they're both on the same y number. We just need to find the difference in left and right or up and down, which makes it a lot simpler. Here we have A and B. A is at -6 and +4. B is at +4 and +4. So you'll see that the y's are the same. There's nothing to compare there. They are exactly the same. But here we have -6 and +4. A mistake I've seen a lot of middle schoolers do is they say, oh, number -6 and then +4. It sounds like they're 2 away. Well, they're clearly more than 2 away. So a formula to solve it is always to take the big one, then subtract the small one, because you're finding the difference. Difference is subtraction. So we would say 4 minus -6. Whenever we have minus and negative, we can always add the opposite, so it would be 4 plus 6, which would then give us 10. And if you actually want to count it, it would be 10 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we have C and D now. We have -4s, which will match up, so there's no difference between their x's value, but they have a -4 and a +8. So let's do that same thing. +8 is bigger, so we'll do +8 minus -4. 2 negatives makes a positive, so 8 plus 4, and that'll give us 12 for that distance.